Hey everybody, we are back once again at Welch's Math class. We're working in Module 2 on decimals, and today we're going to talk a little bit about subtracting decimals. And so we've got a problem here that essentially says find the difference of 73 and 0.218. 0.218. I want to give you a couple of things that you can jot down in your notes if you need to. Let's come over here and take a look at this. My process, I'll slide over here. Maybe you can see, hopefully you can see this. My process will be to put these in column form. I want to get these two numbers in column form, lined up by the place value, making sure that the decimals are lined up. I want to add zeros if I need to keep my alignment straight, and then I'm going to subtract, keeping the decimal lined up in my answer. All right, so let's see what that looks like as we take a quick look at this problem. So column form, I'm going to take my 73. Now, a lot of people don't realize this. There's a lot of question about this from many different people, but if there's not a decimal written in the number, there's an automatically understood decimal, or what I call an invisible decimal, and it's going to be right here. So we're going to go ahead and put that in right there and put 1 0 behind it just to show the ones place. The 3 here is in the ones place, and 1 decimal place over will be the 10th. Now that we have that, we have a nice reference for how to put in the 0.218. Now, most of the time, many folks will actually put a 0 placeholder here in the ones place and then come in with their 218 behind that. Now that everything's aligned, we are ready to subtract. Oh, except for one thing. Let's fill in a couple more zeros up here so we'll have something to subtract from. Alright, so this is our setup. Notice our decimals are aligned, our place values are aligned, and we're ready to subtract. In this subtraction, y'all, we know about borrowing, so let's do a quick look at the borrowing here. We don't have anything to subtract the 8 from, so we're going to go all the way across here to this 3, borrow 1 from it, drop it to a 2. Now coming across this is going to actually come down to a 9, this is going to come to a 9, this is going to be a 10. Okay, so when we borrow across zeros, these zeros right here can turn to 9s, and then this is a 10. Now we're ready to subtract. Okay, of course 10 minus 8 is 2, 9 minus 1 is 8, 9 minus 2 is 7, decimal point, making sure it stays lined up right there, and then of course 2 minus 0 is 2, that's where I borrowed from, and then bring down that 7. And so when we find the difference here, the subtraction, to get the difference, this is the process that we're going to use. And I want you to go right back to your problem, to your example, jump right into that in your practice, do some similar exercises to practice that out, and you can check yourself with the calculator to see if you're right on track with that as well. And I will see you next time.